God's heart. Shortly before the feast of Passover, Jesus was again in Bethany, the village where Lazarus had been raised from the dead. Jesus knew that the chief priests and religious leaders were plotting to have him arrested and put to death, though they were anxious about doing so during Passover, for they were afraid it might cause a riot. Meanwhile, a dinner had been arranged to honour Jesus at the home of a man called Simon, also known as the leper. A large crowd of onlookers also gathered to try and catch a glimpse of Jesus and his friend Lazarus. During the meal, a woman came with a bottle of expensive perfume and anointed Jesus on his head and feet, kissing his feet and wiping them with her hair as she wept, and the room was filled with the oil's fragrance. But many in the room were shocked by her behaviour. Even some of the disciples commented on the expense, and Judas said, "Surely it would have been better to sell the perfume and give the money to the poor," although afterwards others remarked that he had said this not because of his concern for the poor, but that as treasurer for all the group, he was always looking for ways to help himself. The host, Simon, who was also a Pharisee, remarked that clearly Jesus could not be a prophet, for he would never have tolerated such improper behaviour from the woman. But Jesus spoke to everyone in the room, saying, "Why are you all so disapproving of her actions? She has done a beautiful thing for me. There will always be poor people in this world, but I will not always be here with you. She has poured oil on my head and feet in anticipation of my burial. Whenever this occasion is spoken of in the future, her act of devotion will be remembered." Judas, meanwhile, slipped away unnoticed. He went in search of the chief priests and asked them, "How much will you pay me if I help you to arrest Jesus?" A price of 30 silver coins was agreed, and from that time on Judas began to look for the best opportunity to betray him into the hands of the authorities. Quietly she comes with alabaster jar of deepest love and tears of joy, pouring oil of anointing, signs of death, and a brother's resurrection. Silently he goes, with emptied heart of thwarted plans and revolution's rage. And in the shadows, between them both, the rulers plot and scheme the ending of this rabbi, and God's fulfillment as yet unseen.